may be placed in the seat pocket. If you need assistance, please let us know. If you are sitting in an exit seat, please review the safety card in the seat pocket. You may need to open the exit in an emergency. Let a flight attendant know if you do not meet the selection criteria listed on the card. If you have a condition that prevents you from performing the listed functions, if you would suffer bodily harm by performing any of the listed functions, or you are unwilling to operate the exit.
You're at one? You can see outside. You have a window seat. Where are you going?
We're going to fly, Mom.
Yeah, we're going to fly, but where are you going?
We're going to... Mom, we're going to Volcano Bay.
No, we're going to see Grandma.
The boarding door is now closed. Please stow laptop computers under the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Small handheld electronic devices may be used.
Where is the bag, Mom?
Where's the what?
Where's the bag, Mom?
The bed. Or the bag. The bag is at my feet.
The bag is going down.
Yes, Papa. Mommy, how old was I in this picture?
8. I think about 18.
God knows.
8 years. You told me I was 1 year old.
Jabari.
Jabari, I think it was.
Jabari was like a year old. Look at Ashara. Look there. Hot girl. That's funny because I have a skirt like that for Milani. Look at Rahim. Akeem. Mr. James.
Hi guys, so welcome. If you're new here, hi, and sorry that this is the way that you're being introduced to me. But in today's video, I'm going to clarify some things that was said in a live video. Well, it was not staged, it was not fake. The fact that people thought it was staged and fake tells you how YouTube has gone and how this whole environment as far as social media has gone. We used to do pranks and stuff, but after we have children, we don't pull those stunts and those games anymore, and that's been 4 out of the almost 7 years that we've been together. Also, I'm not my husband. I'm not trying to be politically correct, and you'll probably hear a few curse words, and yeah, so I broke this video down into 5 sections, which I will go over. And I really was gonna come on here and show my ass, okay, come with receipts, come with everything, but I'm not gonna do it, because if my kids watch this video, I want them to understand the full extent of everything that happened. And not only my kids, I have stepchildren, and my stepchildren has actually called me about this concern. So let's get into it. The first thing, for a very long time, I've told Sean, aka Dino, Sean is his given name, I will call him Dino in this video. For a long time, I've told Sean that I don't want my disagreements, my arguments, being content for the consumption of his audience. And I set those boundaries to protect myself and my relationship emotionally and mentally. For a very long time, that boundary have not been respected, have not been valued, and have gone ignored. I don't tell my best friend about my relationship issues. I have my best friend since I was about, let's see, 13 to 14 years old, and we've been best friends since. I don't tell my family members about our issues either. So I would never come on the internet and ask for people that don't know me personally for them to give me opinions, be a mediator, or any of that. Ever. I would never do that because you guys don't know me personally. For a very long time, I have said that one of the days that you go on live, I am going to fuck up your live. And last week, Friday, was that day for me to actually act on something that I've spoken about. I've voiced my dislike for a very long time. I'm gonna say I don't have any problems with him using his life experiences as ways and means of making content and teaching his audience. I have a problem with when he uses half truths to make content. If you're not going to tell the whole story, if you're not going to divulge everything as to what led up to it, the reason it is the way it is, the reason why it's not changed, if you're not going to divulge all the story, then I feel like you don't need to talk about it at all, because then you're only telling your audience half truths and they can't give you full advice, because it's based on one side of a story. You either tell all of the story or you don't tell none of it at all. And for that very reason, I'm going to have issues with him using or arguments or disagreements for content creations forever. Another thing, a lot of people were saying no one knew he was talking about you, no one knew he was mentioning you. I don't give two fucks if no one knew that he was talking about me. I knew he was talking about me. The fact that I've told him, I've expressed to him that I don't like something and he does it anyways shows he don't value my opinions, he don't respect me. And if he actually valued my opinions and respected me and this relationship, the mere fact that I said I don't like when you do this should be enough for him not to do it. Because you value your relationship, you value your wife's opinion, you value your wife's emotional and mental boundaries, and you value the peace in your household. So again, I don't give two fucks if he's speaking in general or he's making general statements and no one knows he's talking about me. The fact that I know it's an issue and it's about me should be enough. If those are not something that you expect from your partner, then that's okay. But my expectations have been very, very clear, and that's something that is expected because I definitely give him that. Off that into section 2. The mere fact that he came, the fact that he stayed on live and he allowed, let me get my words right, because I wanted to make sure I come on here and I wasn't coming from a place of anger, I wasn't coming from a place of emotion. I wanted to make sure everything is set and I'm just speaking my truth. The fact that he allowed women, and I'm gonna say woman because I watched the whole live and it was majority women that call in and speak on my name like they know me personally. We're close friends. We interact every day. They see me on a regular basis is crazy to me. And I've expressed this to him offline, much more in detail, with a lot more in depth. You guys see what we allow you to see. You guys see what he allows you to see. You guys see SoFlo TV. I live with Sean, aka Dino, and while they're one in the same, they're two different people. My mother would have said, see me and come live with me, are two different things. So me will keep it cute and me I gonna leave it right there. So, and another thing, a lot of you Caribbean females don't have any problem talking BS about other Caribbean females and taking up for these popular or famous Caribbean males because you feel like you can fuck them. You feel like y'all have a chance with them. Y'all feel like they fine. But that is your business. If you want to be infatuated online with somebody else's man, that's your business. That's none of my business. And a lot of these so-called famous or well-known social media Caribbean men know that a lot of these Caribbean women see them as fine, or they want them, or they see themselves being with them, and they use it to their advantage. From the very beginning of our relationship, I've made those roles crystal clear as to what my expectations are. There has never been any gray area in my expectations as far as those two roles are concerned. Never, ever, and there will never be any continuing forward. If you're going to be working from home, you're going to be expected and required to help in our household, because in the grand scheme of societal and gender roles, our household are mine and my children's domain. You are supposed to be going out and work and providing and doing what men do, okay? So if those roles are reversed and you are at home, you're going to be required to help. I'm not going to be stressed out doing everything myself while you are interrupting my flow, interrupting my schedule. Once you interrupt those things, there are consequences and requirements. And one of the requirements and the consequences of you working from home is for you to help. And it's that simple. And I'm not going to go into why and what they are, because quite frankly it's nobody's business. I don't need to prove to anybody on this internet or in real life that I am a great mom. I don't need validation from anybody on social media or on the internet or in real life that I'm a great mom, because I know I'm a great mom. When it was me and I only had one child, which is Kai. Kai is my firstborn. He is 3 years old. It was me, myself, and I and Kai. We did everything together by ourselves. When I was pregnant with my second child, it was me, myself, and I and Kai and my pregnant belly. When I had my second child, which is Milani, it was me, myself, and I, Makai, and Milani. You guys can go check my mom vlogs, okay? And those are my proof, and quite frankly, some of them I'm not very proud of, because I just didn't carry myself anywhere, but I'm very glad that I actually vlogged and posted them, because now they can be my proof. A home mom that works from home and go to school also is the man of the household. He pays the bills, so I'll pay to take care of myself and whatever else I need to get done. While I would love to be a stay-at-home mom and give my children my undivided attention, I have bills to pay that keeps on coming every single month, and I pay those bills because I know, being the protector and provider, being just a father, a black man in general, that's actually providing and being there for a kid, is a long and stressful and tedious job, just like how it's hard being a black woman and being a mom. And I want to take some of that stress off him and make sure our relationship is balanced. I don't have the luxury of not working. I have to work, and that's period. In no shape, way, or form am I complaining about my life or anything that I have to do, because I know a lot of moms have it way worse and they have more, but I'm just explaining what my life entails. I have a beautiful life, and if I'm being honest with myself and my audience, I can't complain. There isn't much that I can complain about. I love my independence. I love paying for stuff with my money out of my own bank account. I have hopes, dreams, and aspirations as an individual outside of a relationship. And not because I'm a mom and a wife, my hopes, dreams, and aspirations go out the door. They're still going to be there, and I have every will, every power in me to accomplish them. Not only for myself, but also for my kids and my future grandkids. Also, there was an insinuation that I'm always on my phone. For one, what I do to ease my stress and make sure that I'm mentally and emotionally okay for myself and my family is no one's business. If I want to watch 50 million makeup videos, I can do that. If I want to scroll Instagram, I can do that, because in the grand scheme of things, if I'm not okay mentally and emotionally and I'm stressed the hell out all the time, I'm of no use to him or my children. I scroll on IG because it's my job. In the grand scheme of things, I would be doing a boatload of commentary videos, but I am always left with the children. Don't complain about it either. Scroll on Instagram all the time and I send him all the stories. I don't see him complaining when I am sending him all the hot stories and making sure he gets what he needs for those stories. Everything I do for him and his channel is out of the goodness of my heart and wanting him to succeed. And quite honestly, I can be selfish and not send him any of them and just do them myself. But in the grand scheme of things, they're helping him, so they're helping my household and they're helping his children. And I don't have any problems with it. I never complain about it. I've never asked for anything up until now. So from now on, everything that is done is going to have a monetary value attached to it because I run a business online. Also, my time, my expertise are valuable. And this is the last and final section, and I'm going to wrap it up and saying that we are two unperfect individuals. This is why we don't come on here trying to be couples goals. We don't try to run couples channel. We don't do any of that, because when you do stuff like that, especially in social media world, there is a lot of expectations, and expectations always leads to disappointment. We are real people with real issues that are trying to navigate life together and as a family. Please, I'm asking you, do not bombard me with advice. Do not bombard me with questions, because I'm not the one that came on here asking for advice, asking for their audience to be a mediator. Give the person who asked for the advice and who wanted their fan base to be their mediator the advice. Anything that you think you could give me, send it to him, because I don't need it. My mom has been married for damn near 2 decades. My grand aunt, which has raised me since I was 3, she literally was my babysitter, Auntie Cutie. She's been married since she was 16 years old or 18, back when those things were acceptable. My great grandmother, shout out to her, was married when she was 16 years old to my great grandfather. So I've come from a long line of wives, and if I need wife advice, I more than have people in my life to give me real, honest advice. They were raised by wives, and I have also. So if I need wife advice or relationship advice, I'm going to go to the people that are in my immediate family that I trust, that support me, and that's going to give me the full truth. I'm not going to seek advice from people on the internet that don't know me personally at all. So please do not bombard me with advice. Do not bombard me with questions. Give the person who wanted the advice and the questions, give it to them. I don't need it. I know this video is very long, so I'm going to wrap it up. Happy Sunday. We are a-okay. We're working on our issues, and that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.
Who was interested first? Who said I love you first? Who's more protective? Who cleans more? Who eats the most? Who spends the most money? Who is most likely to start an argument? Who falls asleep first? Who is more annoying?